it's Mindy Banks, the Flip Flop Chef. I'm so excited to welcome you to my kitchen today. I want to share some tips with you on how to get your kitchen organized. You are not going to want to miss this. I've got so much to share, so let's go. All right, first we're going to start in the pantry. I'm going to kind of give you guys a look at what we've got here. I have lots of storage, lots of shelves. We added that one at the very, very top to give us a little bit more space because we had so much wasted space between the top shelf and the ceiling. We still have a lot of space actually, but I wanted to show you guys some of the things that have helped me stay organized. So you'll see we use some wall hanging shelves, and in the shelving unit I have some of Pampered Chef's awesome wicker food safe baskets, which are really cool because they're dishwasher safe. So if they get dirty, you can throw those right in the dishwasher. And I like to keep our popcorn popper with the popcorn and the popcorn oil. And you'll see some of the things that I have in these little baskets. So some little miscellaneous candy, a few little granola bars, some soy sauce and hot sauce packets, lemonade packets. This is one of Pampered Chef's reusable baskets, this large rectangle. And I have bags of chips that have already been opened, and as well as some snack size bags kind of behind there. I try to keep the snacks that have been opened towards the front of the basket. And you'll notice I have a little corner here with plastic cups and plates and little snack bowls for my kids so that they can help themselves. Use floor baskets. Don't waste the space on the floor. So I have a little snack basket there where the kids can grab a snack to take to school. I've got my reusable shopping bags for when I go to Aldi. Give you guys a little opportunity to check out the pantry. You'll also see I've got some more of our waterproof baskets here. And I do love Tupperware, so you'll notice I have lots of Tupperware containers. Those are great containers to keep your dry goods fresh. So just a few tips for your pantry. Definitely don't forget the Twix-It clips. You'll see that I use those in a lot of places. I also like to use the BPA-free mason jars, which are our make and take salad jars for storing loose snacks. So like we had a bag of pretzels that kind of split open, and so instead of wasting a Ziploc bag, we just put it in one of those. And I've got our popcorn kernels and another one here. So let's move on to the cabinets and the drawers. Right. So I'll show you what this cabinet looks like. It's actually two sets of cabinets. So these are floor to ceiling. And the first thing I want to suggest to you guys is that you keep everything that you need on a regular basis at eye level or arm's reach, so that you're not having to get out a stool, you're not having to go to a lot of effort to get things that you need to use regularly. So I have some of my bigger pots on the very bottom shelf. I don't use those quite as much, and you'll notice I'm using cookware protectors to keep my pans from scratching each other. I have all the little removable handles from our nonstick cookware in a basket. I also suggest that you use these hot rack dividers. I actually have all of the lids to my cookware there. Got some cooling racks, double burner pans there, stoneware, microwave pasta cooker, all the stuff that I need readily available. And I'm gonna come back a little bit and show you I've got some things that I don't use as much. So like slow cooker stand, toaster oven, ice cream maker, those kinds of things, and serving platters. Keep those on the higher shelves, but the shelves that you that are at eye level, arm's reach, make sure those are where you keep everything that you need on a regular basis. Let's move on to another cabinet. All right, so again, here we have some of these dividers that you can get. I got them at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and you can separate all your pans so that they're really easy to get to and they're not all stacked together and hard to get to the one that you want. And then the top shelf has some things that I maybe don't use as much, but they're easy to find. All right, in this cabinet, I like to show all the tool turnabouts that I have. We have since redesigned the turnabouts, but we do still sell one. They actually look a lot better than these. They're nice stainless steel tool turnabouts, but you'll notice I have 3 of them side by side inside of a cabinet. Now, don't forget that you can adjust your shelves. So you can just raise those shelves up higher to accommodate whatever you have in there. And I've just got, again, same as before, things that you need within reach, things that you don't use as much on the top, or things you want to hide from your kids. Hopefully everybody here has their rock crock tips taped on the inside of one of their cabinet doors. So anytime you have a question about a rock crock, you can just open up the cabinet. All right, let's talk about the drawers. So I love this set of drawers. There's some deep drawers on the bottom and a standard depth drawer on the top. So I like to put lots of things in baskets because if you have lots of loose pieces, it's kind of hard to find what you need when you need it. So you'll notice I have a basket full of all my Quick-Sickle Maker products, so lots of extra popsicle sticks. I've got a whole bucket full of baking items, and you'll notice I use some of the rolling cookie cutter storage containers to store cookie press, easy accent decorator tips. That way that they're not just in a plastic bag and you can find them easily. This is a great place to store other items that maybe you don't use all the time. So they're in the bottom drawer and not at, right at the height that you would want. So you have to lean down to get some of these things if you don't use them often. But this is a great drawer for that. And I've got like all the measuring tools together, some cookie cutters and biscuit cutters, that kind of thing in this drawer. I also have the whipped cream maker, my meat tenderizer, and my pancake blender bottle so that you guys can see that. And so make use of the spaces in between all of the baskets. Let me open this drawer so you can see the next one. So I love this because in this drawer I have dividers. So these were from Pampered Chef, but since we have discontinued them, I think you can get something similar on Amazon. You just slide them in to give you separating sections of one big giant drawer. So it makes it easy for you to kind of sort things. So you'll notice I have grilling tools on one side, have all my serving tools and my nylon tools in another, and then just some miscellaneous tools, and then my cheese graters and all of my slicers. So let's close this one. I'll show you the last one. So this is my top drawer. So this is where I'm gonna find a lot of the things that I use on a regular basis. So you've got cutting mats on one side. You'll notice I have the dividers in here. I didn't mention in the deeper drawers, I stacked 2 dividers on top of each other to make sure that they were the depth of the drawer. So you've got different sections in here, things that maybe are small, that you don't want to put in a tool turnabout, but that you want easily accessible. Got all kinds of tools here. I'll give you guys a second to check this out. All right, if you're familiar with Pampered Chef, then you know all about stoneware. So this is my stoneware cabinet. I've got one of the racks in here that have the dividers so that I can put my stoneware upright rather than stacked all together. You'll notice that on the bottom, and you may not be able to tell, but in the back of that bottom cabinet, I have another little stand. It's a rack, but it also stands upright. So I was able to use that to take advantage of some more space and keep everything easily accessible. All right, so another set of my cabinets here. You'll notice that the bottom shelf has all of my leak-proof storage containers, and they're all stacked together, and then the lids are all placed to the right so that you can access the lids easily and also the containers. So I want to show you what the containers look like. So we have 3 sizes. We have a 3 cup, 5 1/4 cup, and an 8 1/4 cup. So the one with the lid off in this video is the largest size, but you can see that there are 4 locking little snaps so that you can snap them right onto your container. So these are what I use for storing leftovers in the fridge. Sometimes I store cookies and brownies and things that may be left over, just put them in the pantry. And then I'll show you the top 2 shelves here so you can see measuring tools. Everything is where you can actually easily access it, and it's all organized so that you take up a little less space and you can always get to what you need. So you guys are gonna get the full tour of my kitchen. So I like to show you my spice rack or my spice cabinet, and I have several spice racks in there. The one on the right used to be from Pampered Chef, but unfortunately we discontinued that, but I do love that one. It spins around like the turnabout, but you can get the adjustable like stair step type shelves pretty much anywhere, and it makes it easy for you to kind of stack all of your seasonings so that they're easily accessible and you can see them. Keep everything together so that you know what you have and it's ready when you need it. All right, the last cabinet for you guys to check out. I told you before I like to use baskets and little bins to kind of keep everything together. So this is our like lunch cabinet. So whenever we need to make lunches, we've got everything really easily accessible. You have little containers, we've got the thermoses, everything that we need to make lunch, and kids can help you with that if it's at a level where they can reach it. And then I've got all of our micro cookers stacked together on the left with the lids in the basket on the right. This is a great cabinet also to put appliances that maybe you don't use as often or containers that you don't use. as much, put it on that top shelf. It's kind of in the back, ready for you when you need it. But everything that you use on a regular basis is close at hand. Another tip is to use hooks on the inside of your cabinet doors so that you can hang things that you need but maybe would take up too much space or clutter up a drawer. This is a great way to keep them out of the way but ready when you need them. All right, what did you guys think? I hope you got some great ideas to help you get your kitchen and your drawers, your pantry, everything organized so that you can work faster and be more efficient in your kitchen and in your life. I want to show you a few of the products that I mentioned today in my video. So first of all, we have these cookware protectors. These are really cool because you can put them in between different pieces of cookware to keep them from scratching each other. It's also great if you have glass bowls or bakeware that you don't really want to stack within the other. You can put one of these in between them to keep them from breaking or getting scratched up. So these come with two different sizes. You get small and large when you purchase those. I love our make and take mason jars. These are shatterproof jars, so if they get dropped by your kids, they're not going to break. They're dishwasher safe, so they're really easy to clean as well. And these were really designed for you to layer your salads to take to work or school. And the really cool thing about the lid on these make and take mason jars is they separate, and you can put your salad dressing inside here, screw this cap back on, and then you're going to put it right on top of the mason jar. Put this in your fridge and it's ready for you to take to work or school or wherever you're going. Let's talk about Twix Eclipse. If you're a mom like me, then you can never have too many of these. I love these because it makes closing packages so much easier, and it's way better than using a twist tie or wasting a Ziploc bag to store them in. So you can see just a few of the things that we use Ziplocs for the Twix Eclipse for in place of a Ziploc bag. And these here are the wicker baskets I mentioned during the video. So I've got a couple of sizes here, but we do have a large rectangle, we have this short rectangle, and we have some of these little smaller containers, and then one big rectangle tray, which I absolutely love for entertaining as well. You can just borrow it from your pantry when you're not using it, and that's another great thing about using these products to store things in, because they're multifunctional. When you don't need them, they can be used for something else. So these are dishwasher safe, they're food safe, they're beautiful, and they are so functional when you're not entertaining. So those are just a few of the products that I mentioned. Don't forget to use things that you have, try to utilize the space the best that you can, and make things easily accessible. Keep things at eye level or within arm's reach so that you can get to it when you need it. Anything that you're not using very often, store it up high or store it in the back, so that you're not trying to get past things that you don't use very often to get to the things that you do need on a daily basis. So I can't wait to hear from you guys. Please let me know what your favorite tip from this video today is, and I hope you guys have a great day.